In order to update the media grid, first you need to open up your dashboard. You're going to go to Media. This is where you're first going to plug in your images. This is your media library. All the images you have for all of your products, sliders, every image that you have on the website is going to be based out of the image library. You're going to want to add a new image. As that's loading up, we'll pull up this folder right here. This is, I'll just pick a random photo. This photo right here, I just clicked and dragged it to upload new media. You can also click select files and select the files that way. But now it's already uploaded and it's called the images setup. Okay, so it's called Skatel. Now we're going to go next under Media Grid. You'll click on Media Grid, or you can go over on the menu to this part of Media Grid, add a new item. So we've got all the items that are on different media grids. You can click add new item or click add new item up here. As soon as that comes up, this is where you're going to put your imagery and the words about it. So what we got, let's say we want to add this one to skate because it's a skate image. We're going to choose the image that we want to use. It's the most recent image that we uploaded, so it's easy to find. So that pops up. We just say set that as a featured image. That'll pop up down here in this bottom left hand corner. Now you don't want it to be a static image, you want it to be a single image. If it's a static image, it's just going to sit there. If it's a single image, you can click on it and it will expand and it'll get bigger on the page and you can share it later, and that's what you want to do with the lifestyle images. So we turn it into a single image. We don't have to resize or do anything like that. It does everything automatically. So we've got that all set up. Single image right here. So that's all set up. Now every time you put your mouse over it, there's going to be something that hovers, some things that come out of the corners, and one of the things that will pop up is some text. So we're going to call this skate group. So as soon as we call it something, this will let us publish it. Now we have it published. Okay, so we have a media item that we can add to the media grid. So we're going to go into Grid Builder next. Grid Builder is what we have to use to build all the grids or the collages that we have on the different pages. So over here on the side are the different pages we have a media grid set up. One of the ones is Skate Lifestyle. It's a skate image. We'll just add it to Skate Lifestyle. We know that this, when we go to the Foz clothing website, if you visit the site under skating, you'll see that crowd skating is the top image on that, and you'll see all these different images that fall in after it. So what you're going to do is, under the category, we just added this to skate, so it'll filter all those images out, and we have skate group. That's what we just barely had, so we'll add that to this new grid. Now this tells us, it's a grid preview, it tells us where all the grid items are, and you can change the width and the height. This is the width of the website. It's about 940 pixels wide. You can do that a fourth of the width, half of the width. You can do it half tall. You can even just do it 1:1, one giant aspect ratio. So it's one giant square if you want to do that. Let's do 1:4. Make it a thin image just like we did with the crowd skating. And we'll do it 1/2 just to see what it'll look like. We'll click on Save Grid. And then once we go into the Foz website, you go to Lifestyle, you go to Skate, and this is where you're going to see your grid. The grid's going to pop up. That image that we just uploaded, Skate Group, pops up here, and it shows the aspect just like we had planned it. So we have crowd skating below it, Skate Group above it, and then if we want to change these around, we can click and drag, and it will rearrange different images. It's kind of fun to play with and be able to change. Normally we don't need to do any of that stuff. I'm removing the item because we don't have it on there. So that's how you do it. You save the grid, and that just barely removed it. That's how you're going to delete your images as well. You just click that top left corner. It'll give you an option. Do you really want to remove it? No, we don't want to remove that. We put that one in, and we can change all the image sizes. Now you don't want to put one thing to 1/4 or 1/2 and the next image next to it as 1/3, because you want everything to be set up equally. So you want it to be set up in quarters or thirds or halves. Anyway, so that takes care of it. These are the different grids that we have. The FOSS project we're not currently using. The main page has a grid. It's the images that fall after the bottom. Those are the videos at the bottom, and we can upload videos into these things. And then the movement page also has its own grid, and it's the Become a Member, Volunteer, and Donate Today. And that's how you take care of the grid and add those images. Thanks.